the angle of community served inside an app,
Yeah.
right? And I've seen several apps do this. You're right. In fact, although personally I'm not like a great fan of participating in communities, but I'm one of those silent, readers. I just keep
Me too,
reading.
yeah. I
Yeah,
like to be there but not talk about it and
yeah, not
hang
really
around
like.
there.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. So there are certain businesses where, for example, some of the people who might be listening to us right now might be scratching their heads, thinking, "Hang on, this idea sounds really nice, but how do I make that happen in my industry?"
Hmm.
Maybe if we take an example of uh, and feel free, we can riff on this, right, back and forth. Like maybe insurance is an example where you pay your premium, or maybe you learn a little bit about your policy. The famous problem with all insurance policies, we forget what we purchased. uh, you know 10 days down the line, somebody asks you, okay, what did you buy, like what
Yeah.
are you insured for, and you're like,
Yeah.
actually, I can't remember.
I
And
can't remember.
that,
Yeah, that's true. Nobody can remember.
yeah.
That's absolutely
So
right.
suppose the managers of such an app try to solve that problem, so it falls right into your idea of knowledge, value. Anyway, the app is adding value because it lets you pay your premiums on time, raise any claims, keep status updates, etc. But on the community angle, how would you begin to think? And I'm not looking for instant answers. It's, I think, the thought process that if you
Wait,
articulate, I think it's really going to help our audience.
like, I'm telling you this from a very naked eye perspective, is I don't know much about insurance. Okay.
Yep.
And so if I was to design my ideal customer journey on an app, I would basically say, if I've selected few options that I'm looking for um a travel insurance as an example, because I travel a
Mhm.
lot, I would actually be interested to find out who others are traveling and what kind of insurances they're using, which premium plans are they creating. So once I've signed up to an insurance plan and I have this plan saying I can actually talk to other people, I want to know other people's journeys, other people's perspective, because I'm interested in travel. So what will end up happening is, when now if I'm sitting here, I don't have an insurance app.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I have to go to Google and say, tell me more about travel insurance. And then I sit and read on Reddit and on these
Yeah.
different things and find it. But if I had an app, I would just scroll on my phone like I scroll Instagram or any other platform on my phone and read, अच्छा इसके साथ ऐसा हुआ था when they went to this place, उनके साथ ऐसे हुआ था, this is how the insurance company dealt with it, and they dealt so well. What is happening is, by reading other people's experiences, A, I'm getting testified that they are a good company because I have a good plan. B,
Hmm.
how they dealt with that situation. So I am preparing myself for a next step. Whenever anything, God forbid, happens to my travel, I am ready for how to deal with it because I already know what the insurance is going to require from me. So next
Hmm.
time if I'm traveling, I'll make sure I have XYZ documents printed or, handy in my hand, or maybe it can be in the app, whatever it is. So by building a community based on your insurance plan, you actually have the ability for introducing people and opening a forum of chat to talk about and learn about how other people have had better experiences with the insurance provider.
Right.
So, and then, this app can send me reminders. And maybe next time, based on hearing other people's plan, I might just increase my claim and say,
Right.
oh, no, this really is well trusted. तो पता चल जाएगा ना कि okay, by knowing people's experiences, and that way I'll also learn about, oh, if I didn't join X insurance, if I didn't get my claim from X insurance, I got from another one, other people have not had good experiences with it, because my focus is travel insurance. I'm only talking to travelers, so I am more interested in that particular thing in comparison to someone, my recently a friend, she joined a new business, and she joined a new organization as an employee, and she was a bit confused. She like, oh, I'm married, but I don't know if I my children's education is something that should be claimed in. She didn't know what to do, and so she asked me, and I said, I don't know because I'm not married. So it was very interesting conversation, and I wondered if something like that would have been easy on our hands and our fingertips to just go to, and say,
Right.
okay, in a family plan, this is how X insurance deals with it. This is how my insurance deals with it. and these are what more information I can get. Then she had to ask three or four of her other colleagues to ask if that particular insurance is included or that particular thing is written in their contract.
Right.
So I was like, if we had these things in our fingertips, there are so many things while we are so advanced in technology, these legal stuff are something we all struggle with in and out.
Yep.
This legal tech or fintech is, while it's growing and it's really doing very well, I think there's a point where we still don't have enough knowledge and education about it. And by offering a community where we can talk about it, have a forum, and connect with like-minded people, it would be an absolute game changer.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a very valid point. Although it also kind of, of course, it's not really in the scope of this conversation, but thinking about building that community and what kind of features to provide in that community itself is like a next step for people to figure out. But I think this idea should be taken seriously. That uh, yeah,
Let's
I
work
think
on it.
yeah, that idea should be taken seriously. Certainly, I feel that there is potential in this idea that if you cannot for some reason increase the frequency of usage, at least you have to create more touch points, right?
People will
uh,
come back to you if you connect with
exactly.
them. You give them an insurance plan, से तुम अगले साल अब जब insurance खत्म होने पे आएगा तब तुम देख लेना. Then it's not going to work. It's going to be like, okay, then I'll delete the app. I know November mein hota hai. I'll come back to you again, or maybe never download you. But the fact
Yeah,
to make them return again is only through human touch.
right.